Streaming services and Stephen A. Smith on ESPN. I got to tell you, there's a lot of things I'm going to watch. That ain't one. That ain't one, that ain't two, that ain't three. But it isn't because of Stephen A. Smith. It isn't because of a streaming service. It's simply because I don't really like him. I don't really like him. I don't love him. I don't watch the Manning cast. Everybody tells me how good it is because if Peyton Manning says shoo, everybody chuckles. Oh, that Peyton, I'll tell you what, he's funny. Oh, Peyton cracked another one. He said shoo. He did. Yeah, he did. I find him to be boring. I find him to be dull, boring, lifeless, with no sound from the game. I got nothing for him. You may love him. That's awesome. I find NBA games to be dull, boring, and lifeless. And then to put somebody in studio of a dull, boring, lifeless game and talking about it, and there's a bunch of dudes in there that don't know their backside from third base. Even if they do, the Mannings know everything there is to know about football. It's just not my thing. Now, mark my words. Remember I said this. Peyton Manning is in the protected mode of the media. So whatever Peyton says, man, that's funny. Oh, he good. And same thing with Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith is protected. Stephen A. Smith has literally, in his time as a, quote, NBA analyst, not as a Yell host, that's fine, he's great at that, but as an NBA analyst has literally added nothing. There's nothing Stephen A. Smith can add to an NBA broadcast because Stephen A. Smith doesn't know his backside from third base relative to basketball. He can yell, he can scream, he can talk loud, he can make faces, wonderful, but he doesn't know a thing. So anyway, it isn't that I wouldn't watch him, even though he doesn't know it. It said I don't watch these casts. And let me back up. Stephen A. Smith is protected. There is no media person alive, other than maybe me, that's going to say anything negative about Stephen A. Smith. Everybody else loves Stephen A. Smith because you got to love Stephen A. Smith or else you'll get attacked as a racist or some kind of ist. I find him uninteresting, so I don't watch.